Ladies and gentlemen, those who are in between are neither, I am Two Sprite, and welcome to the Burnaby Virtual Pride Experience. It's an honor for me to be here today to open on behalf of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. It warms my heart to see us able and willing to gather in spite of our current circumstances. I do understand that our daily grinds can become rather mundane yet overwhelming simultaneously, and it's events like these, ripe with beauty and inspiration, that have great potential to reignite that passion from within. I'm here to perform my great-grandfather Chief Dan George's ancestral prayer song in hopes of setting the overall tone of today's event. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Is it just me, or did it get a little hotter in here? Now, I never said I was the most talented singer that the Tsleil-Waututh Nation has to offer, but I've always been down to represent and stand by my colors. If you like that song, if you appreciate my words and overall vibe, I can't help but remind you that there's more like it on my YouTube channel at Two Sprite. It's there where I've also released my third music video, which is also really exciting. But aside from that, it's time for me to pass the baton on to my soul sister Sandy, who has some words to share as well. So thank you for your time, thank you for your energy, take care of yourself and each other, and remember that love and abundance is all around you. OCM, Soul Tribe.
Hey, my friends, my relative. Happy Pride Burnaby 2020. Welcome on the traditional territory of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. We woke up one day and faced a tremendous challenge when the world had to lock down because of COVID-19. We were forced to look internally, to withdraw and to be with ourselves and to face all of who we are, to look at our isms, to look where we come from, where we're at, and what's happening in the world. Simultaneously, we have been called by the Black Lives Movement to look at our ism. I, for one, as an Indigenous person with white skin, had to look at those isms and at those privilege. And my part in being part of the erasure of trans, non-binary people, of BIPOC communities, we as a community have erased them since the beginning, 1966. In the Tenderloin Compton cafeteria, it was the trans queens, non-binary people who rose up 3 years later. In 1969 in New York, it was a trans person of color, gender non-binary people who rose up. It was the trans people that were at the forefront of the marches as well in Canada and fundraising events. And yet it's only 3 years ago that we received gender identity protection. We have erased a humongous part of our community, whether individually or collectively. So this movement is calling us in this time of resilience, in this time of internal focus and looking at where we come from, who we are, and where we want to go. So let's open our arms. Let's open our arms wide in 2020. Let's open our arms and look at this and see the changes we could do and embrace the new wave. Welcome, everybody. Pride is a protest march first, second, a celebration, and third, a resilient celebration of love. So happy Pride, Burnaby 2020. Let's welcome everybody as part of the circle. I raise my hands to all of you. Aho.